Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about managed payments, in particular for international sellers like myself who I'm based in Singapore, if your kind folks are unaware. And for me to sell on eBay, I generally need to sell internationally because in Singapore we have other modes of platforms to sell, and with eBay and their new managed payments, I've onboard myself to the managed payments, and yeah, there's quite a bit of things to talk about. And in today's video, I'm just going to show you what is managed payments and fees that's associated with managed payments, particularly for myself who is an international seller, a reseller. And if you're new to the channel, welcome everyone. And I'm a part-time reseller of late. Used to be only eBay, and I think I'm should be okay or qualified to talk about it because I'm an eBay seller since 2002, like close to 20 years already. And with managed payments, it's a change, and nobody likes a big change, particularly when we are so used to the fees involved, the PayPal, that's one of the payment gateways to sell and receive payment from PayPal. And yeah, so let's move on to the video. This is my seller dashboard for eBay. I'm selling on international, not really international, but on the US side of eBay. Of course, when you list on US, it is one of the biggest market out there. So generally, you can also get people from all worldwide basically to come and buy your items because it's in US dollar. And again, like I say, the market is rather big compared to the other markets in eBay itself. But for now, just to let you know that the payments is a relatively new option over here, as you can tell from here. So when you click onto it, you get to see what is paid through managed payments. And managed payments right now for me, it's been ongoing for quite a while, but this will be my first week of payout, which I will later show you how's the procedure, because I've already done the few things that needs to be paid. It's something like PayPal, but a little different. I'm going to show it to you later. So for now, my very first payout was on June 28th because when it was successful in the so-called onboarding of the managed payments, then the very first item that was sold was this print that I had, and it was at the listing was about $299.99, I think. Yeah, $299.99 over here, and with a $50 US shipping cost worldwide, because the tube is quite big. As you can tell from the fees based on, this time is different. Previously, if I'm not wrong, and I'm quite certain, is that any sales tax will be deducted straight up from the amount itself, without incurring any other additional fees on the sales tax. This time, good old eBay takes the entire amount, which is as you can read it from here, includes the item price, the shipping cost, handling cost, sales tax, and any other applicable. Basically, any amount that is that the buyer needs to pay, we get charged for it. Sadly lah. So that's one thing. The next thing will be the final value fee. The final value fee this time, because managed payments is run solely by eBay, so with most category is 12.55%, which I'll be honest with you, back then I had a store, which is the starter store on PayPal and eBay, and the fees were 10%. Of course, previously without it was 12.5. That's why I started using not too long ago. Like I said, I'm a part-time eBay seller, so the fees weren't really much of a concern for me But of course, if you're consistently selling on eBay small items, these will eat up into your amount that you receive. Not to say that it won't, because for $373.18 amount, 12.55 is rather a lot. As you can tell, it's 46.83. And if you're wondering why the disparity between $299.99 and $373.18 is because, again, like I mentioned, there's a shipping cost of $50 and the fees for the sales tax. This time, if I'm not wrong, it's to New Jersey, so the sales tax is about 3-4%. So I've already calculated offhand that the amount is correct, it's 46.83. What you may not be aware is because you sell internationally, so that's why the fees start kicking upwards. Let's put it that way. Because it even mentions here, charge because delivery address is in US. So the final amount based off this is 1.3%. Every time I sell something, they will take 1.3% off it. So that's $4.10. But of course, because I've been selling for quite a bit of time, and I think there's some leeway in my fee, so it's about 1.1%. That's why there's a 75 cents discount off the fees amount, so it's $4.10. So that amounts to this $50.93. Of course, again, like I say, managed payments also has something of a final value fee, sadly, which is never incurred before in my lifetime. I'm sold on eBay, so there's 30 cents is every time you sell it. There's also a 30 cents. So for international sellers that you sell internationally, be it, even if you're a US seller selling internationally, there is this international fee which can range, because mine is 1.3. I'm not sure about you guys, but just bear in mind that there is an international fee right now. And the fee comes up to $51.23, and of course there's this VAT fee, which is goods and service tax. This fee I've actually kind of disputed with eBay, and long story short, the emails are pretty long and they're telling me to talk to my tax officer about it, because they themselves also don't know what fee is this. They say it's a fee collected for selling on their platform through our Singapore government. I'm not sure whether your country has it, or when you sell you have it. Do comment below about it, because it's pretty annoying, but I take it on the chin, because how I calculate my costing is pretty simple, ladies and gentlemen. It's the fact that I use the US exchange rate as the margin that I go for. Basically at $299.99 with the $50 US shipping cost, which is $349 over here. As you can tell, it's I would take back at 350 Singapore dollars. Of course, whatever amount that comes back to me because of the exchange rate, minus off shipping costs, which is another thing altogether. Generally, I take that as my Singapore dollar return amount. Then whatever the rate of costing everything, which is I think roughly now is about 15%, judging from all the fees calculated here, it is close to 15%. So yeah, previously it's about, with PayPal fees 4.3%, and then was it 3.4? Oh, I think it's 3.4 if I'm not wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. It's 3.4, and then the fees back then with the starter pack is 10%, so it's about 13%. Now it's 15%, so it has gone up. For better or worse, managed payments is not for the better. What could be the better? I've yet to see it yet. Maybe down the road we'll see how it goes, but at the moment cost has gone up. And then the other thing, like I mentioned earlier, is payment. It's interesting that if you realize over here, this piece here, buyer paid June 28th. So it's indictment that if the buyer paid on that same day, you don't get the amount on the same day, sadly. It's processed at least 1 or 2 days. This one was pretty early lah. It gave to me on June 29. But again, it's processed and is paid to an account that I have with Payoneer, not to my bank account, because our bank accounts across the world, other than UK and US, don't have the means to receive US or UK pound funds. So it's stored in Payoneer. So let's maybe move on to our my Payoneer. One more thing to add is that with Payoneer, of course you do need to link it to eBay, which is what everybody has to do in our circumstances. There's a payout, as you can tell. It is previously on eBay. On eBay and PayPal, it's immediate to PayPal. This time, because eBay is holding our funds, processing it, and then it's paid out to Payoneer, which takes a few days. Then Payoneer, on their end, you can actually choose to receive it on as per transaction basis, or a weekly basis, which is every Tuesday, judging from this picture over here that I've taken a screenshot of my account. Then with any fees, like earlier, if you realize there was a cancellation fee, I actually cancelled my starter pack, the eBay store starter pack, and I incurred a cancellation fee because I did the yearly version instead of a monthly payout, which is, of course, yearly is cheaper. Then I paid the $14 US dollar cancellation fee, but there is a GST on it, which again is about 7% in Singapore, so it comes up to about $15 US, which I tried to bargain and talk to eBay, which did not fly. So anything and everything right now for e-managed payments, sadly, it's up to eBay to play around with the fees, I guess. So but anything that you need to pay, you can actually use credit card or PayPal. The Payoneer funds are not touched unless you have funds in eBay itself. Like for instance, earlier just now when I showed you my account, there is the amount pending for weekly payout. So the thing is whether you want it on a daily basis or on a weekly basis. It depends on yourself whether you need the money as you resell on eBay. But for me, the reason why some of us actually, how do I put it, back up some money on PayPal is because of returns or non-show or anything that's not delivered. Generally, if you are on eBay, you jolly well know that it's always the buyer that will generally win if the tracking doesn't show otherwise. So for what it's worth, I do it weekly because I want to put some funds in it, because if for whatever reason you don't have any funds on eBay when they're processing funds and they haven't put out to Payoneer, they'll charge you a credit card. And charging on a credit card is up to what the bank charges for the transaction fee and the exchange rate, so to speak. So that's one thing bad about managed payments. If let's say you have a return or you need to pay out because of non-delivery, then you're going to incur a bit of transactional fee because of the exchange rate, particularly for us who are not residing in US and UK. Okay, for Payoneer, there's an app to download. I'm using iPhone, so it's on the iOS App Store. So you download that, you link your details in, and then you can actually check and trace your amount that you have on Payoneer. It's something, again, like PayPal, which I also use. Right now, I'm taking snapshots of what my account looks like, which is before I actually review any amount. Whatever that eBay owes me for that week, prior to any other amount that is processing, the $1,147.29 US is paid to the US balance account. Of course, there's a Euro balance, a Great Britain pound balance. It's that one. It's, of course, if you are receiving funds of that nature, then you will receive it as it is. Before that, because it says it's a weekly Tuesday weekly thing, the emails and the amount came to me in the middle of the night, like 3 a.m. I'll post a screenshot of the emails over here. So that's that. Then of course when everything it says that it's under review and then it's completed, then that means there's money in Payoneer lah, basically, to withdraw. And then you tap the withdraw button, and then just go through the motion. This time, unlike PayPal, you actually can choose the amount quite the flexibility of choosing the any amount is there, because let's say if you want to withdraw, from what I can understand, they say it's a minimum amount of $50, and then if you withdraw 50 or any amount above that, it will come out. It will show you the exchange rate that it comes down to. And surprisingly, on Payoneer, that fees, whatever fees they're using, and then the exchange rate is better than PayPal, which I will show side by side on it to illustrate this purpose, because I have funds there. Then before you withdraw, it actually shows you how much it goes to your bank. So that's that. I mean, of course, they did mention that you can withdraw however amount to withdraw for that particular month, which is quite high. It's about 110,000 US dollars, which is a lot. So once you put in, and then the exchange rate as of today is 1.32035. Somehow it can fluctuate on the go, unlike PayPal, which, if I'm not wrong, they actually set an amount lower than what the exchange rate is. That's why they can't play around with it. Whatever you do and then you want to withdraw, it will be the same amount, the same exchange rate, at least for a few days. For Payoneer, it's different. Payoneer, while I was trying to withdraw that particular amount, it actually says the exchange rate has exchanged, which is something different. So if you're okay for the exchange rate to exchange, then of course you press continue, or you want to wait for it to go higher, it's up to you. So for that purpose, I went up a bit, like how do you even know how many cents is that? So it's 1 cent. So yeah, so it goes there. Then your withdrawal details, you can put a description on it. I'm not sure whether it show up on my bank, which I'm not sure when you will receive, because for PayPal it generally takes about 4 to 5 working days, basically 1 week. And for Payoneer, it's they say it's 0 to 3 working days. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, and then there's a verification for that to go through, and then your funds are on the way. This was a bit different, slightly different, because I was a bit anxious about it, because when they say that we'll send you a confirmation email shortly after, check the email for details and all that, and I went straight to my email inbox and see whether there's any email, and then there wasn't. But of course, there lies that after which this piece of withdrawal post office, my bank is a post office savings, a POSB bank, it just shows $1,000 withdrawn. It's still pending because they have yet to move the funds to my bank. That's something that's similar to PayPal. So yeah, and these are the actual details of it now. So at the present moment, I'm still waiting for my amount to be sent back to me. So yeah, for right now, this is what I'm experiencing. And what's your experience like with using managed payments through Payoneer? Because at the moment, there's good, there's bad. But one thing is for certain, the onboarding is pretty seamless. If you are an existing eBay seller, whether it's good for you, you think that you are okay to sell on eBay going forward, or the changes are making you sick to the stomach, comment down below. So maybe you want to talk about it. If you have any questions, any issues, let me know, and see whether I can help you in that regard. So I'll catch you guys next time. See you, and till the next eBay video, I guess, because I've not yet done one in quite a long while. I've been buying too much things. Bye bye.